Okay. We should be back on. You back. You back.
Is it an intro?
Nope. Okay, you guys. Shit, we back. We back. You might as well get used to it as long
Welcome.
as we on here.
Peace, peace, peace. I don't know where we got cut off at,
We
but as
got cut
y'all
off about
already know,
them Clovis people. You talking about the Clovis people? I remember seeing that on one of the little documentaries. They were talking about the Clovis people. Over there in Alaska, somewhere over there, and they found like babies in the little civilization, and they had these Clovis spears. And yeah, I remember that. But I thought Lucia knocked that off the map. You see what I'm saying?
well, well, I don't know if it necessarily knocked it off the map because they claiming that these people can't hit. Well, yeah, I
Cause at
guess so.
first, well, yeah, Lucia knocked that off the map because remember they said Lucia came from Australia. But then when they found Naya, they went back to the Clovis story. They went back to the land bridge.
Okay, right. So
Yeah, no,
now they're
they were
backtracking
saying
on
they
the land
migrated.
bridge.
No, they kept the land bridge, but they were saying they came like Naya and them. I mean like Lucia and them just came on a
And then
boat and
they
they were just
went
random.
closer to the equator, and then it got darker or some
Yeah,
shit, and then yeah, some old fairy tale shit.
right.
Shout out to everybody who checking in with us today. They fucking with streams as usual, and you know when I get on this shit, they always gonna fuck with it because I'm gonna bring that fire. You already know it's scalp season. But yeah, so they're basically saying now they have to rescind the old out of Africa theory because if you subscribe to the out of Africa theory, then you subscribe to the land bridge. And with no land bridge, you have no out of Africa theory. Unless you're about to go with this bullshit theory that they just made up yesterday before they put this shit out. Cause that's how I feel, Tade. How you feel? That's how you feel what's coming?
Well, if I thought the out of Africa theory got debunked by the out of Europe theory, out of Asia or something like that.
Well, either way, this is
So
just confirmation that the shit we've been saying for years now, they're finally starting to acknowledge. And like Chief Holiday likes to say, no matter where you dig, it's only gonna fucking get darker. It's only gonna fucking subscribe to what we've been saying. Ain't no motherfuckers came on no goddamn no sheet of ice. Goddamn, like and migrated no fucking where. We've always been here, and the artifacts and shit prove the shit.
right, and
So
then start eating nuts and berries and shit, and change and shit.
yeah, cause we was eating coffee beans, we turned dark, and
Yeah.
we turned brown. Like coffee bean and cocoa beans and shit. Like these niggas is crazy, man. Like these niggas is crazy. So let me go to this article. Let's get back on focus. Okay, so
Peace, bro. We got A1. Let me see A1 the link. This is shit. This is shit.
yeah, peace A1. Come on in the building. So it says the site at Cooper's Ferry in western Idaho doesn't fit with this model. For one, the ice-free corridor probably didn't exist when humans first arrived at Cooper's Ferry. Scientists think it didn't open up until about 15,000 years ago, which means these people had to find a different route south. Did they? Which means that these early people had to find, oh, I'm sorry, other early sites challenged this theory, but none were this old, and the oldest were dated with the method considered less precise than radiocarbon dating. It says this is another domino in the collapse of the Clovis first idea, and the idea that people walk down a fucking ice-free corridor
Yep.
some 13,500 years ago. I'm gonna run that back, Turbo. This
Bet.
is another domino in the collapse of the Clovis first idea, and the idea that people walked down an ice-free corridor. That's like Moses parting the red goddamn sea, and they just walked on this perfect goddamn shit when it was blizzards and goddamn glaciers and shit and
Right. And they have
everywhere.
food and shit.
And it's like, come on, my nigga. So
Cold ass fish.
it says Todd Braze was a arc. This was said by Todd Braze, or I don't know how you pronounce it, but Braje, an archaeologist at San Diego State, who was not involved in the study. What's really interesting about Cooper's Ferry is that it takes things a little further. This guy says, whatever the fuck his name is. It offers some potential avenues for figuring out these big questions. This archaeologist supports an alternative theory to the ice free corridor, one where instead of traveling to the New World by land, ancient Americans came by sea. Hmm.
Really? So they still trying to get them over here from Africa, huh? They still ain't got
They
that.
just
We still can't be
next
here,
thing
huh?
they gonna say, next thing they gonna say
Aliens.
is they had a fucking line across the goddamn ocean and niggas goddamn repelled across nigga.
No, check this
Like
out. It was a portal and shit. It was a
right,
portal,
like they
and they
found the
was.
motherfucking keystone, the goddamn what's the Stargate. These niggas came in through the Stargate and shit. And they got all these artifacts and shit
Hell no.
that show the different Stargates that all of man, shut the hell up. I just can't with these people no more. So it says, um,
Libra in the
where am I?
building. Lady
Peace,
Gemini.
Libra, peace.
Empress Copper Fox in the building.
Oh, peace to my God.
First American Council's out there.
It says
Awake the
they.
red pit.
Oh, it says, um, where the fuck was I at? Okay, it says this archaeologist supports an alternative theory that the ice-free corridor, one where instead of traveling to the New World by land, ancient Americans came by sea. They traveled from North Asia to North America by island hopping and hugged the shore, following a coastal kelp highway. What the
What the
fuck?
fuck? Ah,
I'm
but
fucking done with these niggas.
bro, but
Wait,
they just go fit through people over here to about enemies
a
necessary,
coast.
huh?
How they know? How they know it was a kelp hop? Like they just
Probabilities,
like.
bro. That's what I'm saying. Because they using different probabilities. But the thing is that they just can't come out and say it, bro. We were here. We don't know, bro. Just say these old ass dark ass people were here. We don't know how they got here. Just keep it real. Let's keep it 100 and just stick to what we can find out. You know what I'm saying? The brain is mature enough. My brain is mature enough to know I know the fuck I got here. I know I'm here, and I can live with it. But some people crazy as fuck. They just gotta know, even if it's a lie and shit.
Well, that's gonna go along with what I'm gonna go to a little later with how that applies with socialization and the programming that they putting our people under. Um, and how this all applies. This is just another way of control.
Hmm.
They're trying to control the narrative. Like, oh, okay, they're not even saying Europeans were here. Now they're trying to use their Asian brethren and their antiquity to try to insert themselves into history. That's what I see.
Hmm. But see, one thing I noticed is that word "new world." Okay, that is a cultural word for them. To us, that's just a word, but to Europeans, when they hear that "new world," it's some kind of cultural identifier. So it's usually when they reading articles like this, it's letting them know they have a cultural identifying claim with this article based on that word, and so now it's basically finna tell them, you know, whatever they want to hear, pretty much. So anytime you hear the word not America or Americas, and when you don't hear Mexico or Africa, some things like that, it's always some other shit. That's usually, a cultural identifier for them when they're reading it. So just want to put that out there.
So let's get back to this kelp highway. It said, let me run that
And how
back
do
for
I
y'all.
know? Because I study them.
It says they traveled from Asia to North America by island hopping. They
Huh?
island hop.
They
What the
island hop.
fuck? They island hop from Asia to America, y'all.
Hold on, let's keep going before because they
13,000 years before Christ, y'all. Or I'm sorry, like I'm. Listen, mm.
wow. So they
These niggas just built ships in the late fucking 15, 1600s.
so which way did they come? So
They
obviously they
came.
came from the other way,
Allegedly, the Earth is a globe,
right?
and they just went on closest
To the
to the
closest island.
closest. But see, but why wouldn't they did that in the first? But okay, this is the next question. If
Hmm.
they came from North Asia, right? Is North Asia like?
They
Is that
clipped us.
close?
They clipped us, bro.
Is that close to water? Like, did they are they North Asian coastal people? Was it motherfucking water or ice